Hello and welcome to another episode of the Well-Appointed Desk. Today I am going to be swatching my favorite inks of 2024 for Inkmas. If you are not familiar, Inkmas is a project that I have been doing for many years, where I kind of do the 12 days of Christmas leading basically the 12 days leading up to Christmas, where on the blog wellappointeddesk.com we do ink reviews, and sometimes we theme them, sometimes they're holiday specific, sometimes they're our favorite inks, sometimes they're just inks we have not reviewed all year and feel like this would be a good time to finally get to them. So I have my tea in my naughty and nice, is what it says on the other side, mug, and I have all of my tools to do swatching, and I have my ink swatching guide sheets, which were originally available as a bonus extra for anyone taking my Secrets of the Ink Collector class in San Francisco, and I will be making them available for sale on the website or on the shop this year. Really all I need to do is actually get them listed and get the photo up and everything, but they are 3 sheets with 6 different designs that will work behind sort of lighter weight paper like Tomoe River, to sort of give you guide references for swatching your inks. So I'm going to try not to use my tea to wash out my brushes and my pens. We'll see how well that goes. Inevitably, I goof. Okay, so I believe I have 8 colors that I'm going to use. So I'm going to use this 8 card sheet for today. And you just tuck it underneath and should be able to see everything. And I'm going to get started. And I think probably what will end up happening is I will do a little bit of a speed paint for some of this, because watching ink swatches dry just doesn't sound like a lot of fun to me. So I will start putting the color down and probably do a little less talking, so that once all the color is down, we can kind of go over what everything is. So let's get started. Okay, maybe I should do a little intro first here. I put my color swatches down using a folded nib. This one I got from Toronto Pen Company many years ago. I do not know that if they sell them anymore, but you can find other folded nib options through places like John Neal Booksellers. So if that is something that you want to do, I would suggest looking there. I like them because for years I used Q-tips, cotton swabs, and just felt like I was putting a lot of waste into the world. And then I did paintbrushes for a long time, and rinsing out all of the ink from a paintbrush ended up using a lot of water. And again, I do a lot of swatching, so it was just a lot of everything. So I wanted to find something that I could swatch quickly without a lot of water waste, without a lot of wasted material. So I found folded nibs to be great for that. I can get a good, nice swatch of color. And this one has this sort of cool little bent shape. But some of them are rounded. They come in different shapes. There are actually tutorials on how to make your own just by using tin snips and a soda can or an aluminum can of some sort. Not a tin can, although I suppose you could. Those would just be a lot harder to work with. But a lot of people make them for calligraphy out of aluminum soda cans. They look kind of cool too. So that is my first step. I like to do my first pass at lettering with a flexible dip nib. This is a Zebra G in a Tashikawa holder. Both of these came from Jet Pens. I will certainly put links to all of this in the notes. So, and again, these are super easy to clean out. I just dipped it in water and it's all clean. So I'm not having to do a lot of prep work, and I'm getting a good line variation with the dip nib so that I can kind of get a vibe of what will look like with a fine nib or a broad nib. But then I'm also going to use this Sailor, I think these are called Hokoro dip nib, and this one has a fine nib, but I did add the feed unit to this, which was an extra add-on. Without the feed unit, it's very difficult to get this to hold ink, so I found that it was worth the upgrade to put that on there, and then it will hold enough ink to probably write a good half a page or so. So, and that will give me just an example of sort of with a full-on fine nib. And again, these clean out really quickly just by dipping them in water. And I'm done. So you can't quite see my water container, but this is how dirty the water has gotten just from doing those 3 swatches. So hopefully I'll be able to do all 8 swatches without having to swap out water or anything. So that is my first color. And I'm going to use the same steps for the next 7. So this is definitely going to become a speed paint at this point so that you don't have to endure all of it. Okay, so there are my 8 most used inks, favorite inks of 2024. So first we have the Kweiko Caramel Brown, which most of these inks were the inks that I was specifically using in my planner throughout the year. So Caramel Brown was pretty much used in probably August, September, and October and November. I was surprised how much I ended up liking it. In a fine nib, it comes out much warmer and soft. Like here, it's almost like really, like a really heavy application is super dark and almost black. Here, it has a lovely warm quality that really reminded me of fall and the changing colors of the leaves and hot cocoa and a warm cup of tea. And so I really enjoyed it. Choo Choo is one of my go-to grayish, not black inks. It is a very purpley gray color. And again, when you're looking at it in more of like a fine nib, it kind of has a slightly dark purpley hue. But I just find it's my go-to neutral, if that makes any kind of sense. So I did use that several months in a row. Robert Oster Campfire, I was surprised that it became one of my most used inks, but it did have a very fall, late summer sort of vibe to it. It was a Phidon Pens exclusive. Phidon is out of Canada. Their 10th anniversary exclusive. I got it when I went up for the Toronto Pen Show several years ago. I suspect Phidon is celebrating their 15th anniversary at this point. But it's just a great color. And again, it's one of those cases where I always seem to love Robert Oster's not blues. I mean, I love his blue inks. Like he does beautiful, beautiful, amazing blues and aquas and teals. But I just get tickled at these other colors that he does, which have a lot of depth and density to them and just a real character. So Campfire is a favorite. I don't know that I've ever tried to find an alternative to it, but if you all would like me to, I will go look for one. Then Monteverde Birthday Cake from their Sweet Life collection. No, it does not smell like birthday cake. It is just this absolutely the best purple. I've actually trying to find a substitute for it because I had gone through an entire bottle and thought, well, I have 600 bottles of ink. Surely I have another purple that is close. Nope, couldn't find one that I liked as much, so I bought a giant 50 milliliter bottle, and I've been decanting it into the little tiny 20 mil, 30 mil bottle, just because it's easier to carry around. And someone gave me these wonderful like syringe refill doodads at a pen show, and I have one filled now with birthday cake and one filled with the Kweiko Caramel Brown, so that I have like a refill on the go. Very happy about that. Let me know if you guys want to see those, and I will post a little video about those. I have no idea where they came from or how to get them, but I will definitely show them to you if you're interested in seeking them out at some point. So next up is Califolio's Andronopal, which is one of my favorite pink, red, not pink, not red colors. It's great when I want to, like in February, have a Valentine's Day-ish color where it's not super vivid, hot pink, like eye-searingly pink, but it gives me the vibe of pink. And I mean, just for comparison's sake, yesterday I posted the review for the Van Ness Planner Pink, which probably doesn't show up here in the intensity that it actually is, but it is just day glow pink. It's beautiful. I love it, but it's definitely a special occasion that I want a pink this bright. This is like an everyday pink. So next up was the Vinta Carnival, which is also called Summer Green 1908. I am not sure if they are still producing this one. Probably Aegean, I think it's called Aegean C is probably a close second. It's a little bit more of a like smoky blue teal color, green teal. But I love this one. This is, after Mascara, is probably one of my favorite Vinta inks. And it's just a great, again, a green that's not super vivid bright. And suitable for those spring and summer months where you want the, you know, brilliant green colors, but you still want to be able to write and use them. And then the last two, probably one of my favorite inks of all time. And again, this is one that is no longer produced, but is Pen BBS 342. It's the matcha green tea ice cream or something like that, green matcha ice cream. It's probably the closest to the perfect, like, split pea green color that I love so much. And I am so glad that it came in these giant 60 milliliter bottles. So it has its little tag. This is what I use dippers for, is I dip in my bottle and then I tie them on so that I know what the color is. And I should do it with other ones, but like everybody else, I'm lazy. Pardon me for yawning. I did not get a lot of sleep last night. I've been a little under the weather. And the medication that I took helped me fall asleep at 8 o'clock, but I was awake at 3 a.m. and couldn't get back to sleep. So I've been up since 3 a.m. It's kind of wearing on me. So anyway, totally off topic. But yeah, so if you can find Pen BBS ink, I know a lot of people kind of blanch at the idea of buying Chinese ink, but I really like Pen BBS ink. I love their bottles. I love the little details. I don't know if you can see, but on the cap is this lovely little detail. And they have some really beautiful colors. 60 milliliter bottles, big enough to share with a friend, which I have done before. And then the last ink in my list is the Diamine Olive Swirl. It is from, I want to say it was the green Inkvent calendar. So not last year's, the year before, not the purple one, the year before. So the green, well, I don't know. Anyway, it's from one of the Inkvent calendars. This is a slightly more yellowy olive green color, but it has blue shimmer sparkles in it. And if you have ordered anything from me in the last 6 to 9 months, I signed your invoice with this ink. It just lives in my TWSBI with a 1.1 stub nib, just to sign invoices, because it makes me happy to see sparkly ink on everybody's invoice. So that is my last color. So those are my most used favorite inks of 2024. I'm so sorry I'm yawning. Really, I'm not bored at all. I'm holding on. I'm holding on, guys. So that is all I've got for you today for Inkvent, and I thought you guys would enjoy seeing the colors and kind of watching me speed paint them. And I will make sure to get the guide sheets up and listed on the website, on the shop, so that there are links in the description for you all. If you're interested, the corners do not come rounded. I use your bog standard, craft store corner rounder, and I just rounded mine myself so that they didn't stick out of my book. And these cards are designed to fit into most A5 sized notebooks. So that is what this is. This is an A5 sized Tomoe River 52 GSM. I have no idea who made this one. I have had it for a really long time. And yeah, so that's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for sticking with me, and do all the things that YouTube loves, like, subscribe, click the notification bell so that you find out when I post more videos. Please leave a comment. Let me know if you want to see the little squirty things, the little vials for ink. If you want to see reviews of any of these ink comparisons, let me know. I'll try to make sure to put links in for anything that does have a review on the website in the description as well. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.